Thank you, Alka, for introducing Mr. Padhe Dada for a session on Sri Yoga. And I've seen it, and many people are attending. They are interested in the science of sound, and Ashok ji more. Alka, if you can introduce him, that will be great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raka. And all of you, we are first of all glad and we are grateful that you have joined today's session on Sri Yoga. I'm delighted to actually introduce my teacher from the Shivaswaroday and also the Sankhya Shastra, Dr. Ashok Padhye Dada. And he's actually joining all the way from India. It's 6 o'clock in the morning there, but just for our sake, he has joined from there. So many, many thanks to him. To give his introduction, basically is he's retired from the Reserve Bank of India from past 30 years. I think he was in the service, and his basic education or educational background is a science graduate and also diploma in business management. But most of his interest was always been into this holistic sciences. So he's one of the founders, or he's actually a founder of Vivaswan Institute in Pune. He teaches many coaching classes. He has actually trained many students as well all over the world. And one of his specialty is actually the breathing science of Shivaswaroday, which I used a lot in my practice, and I have seen multiple benefits of those. And this is one of the sciences which has been forgotten from many years. It's one of the ancient sciences along with the Nadi Pariksha, the breathing science or the breathing techniques, which is called Nadi Shodhan or Shivaswaroday. So before any further ado, since we have limited time, Ashok Dada, it's all yours. Please, and you can share whatever you have today with us. I know it's going to be a limited time, but we'll take question answers at the last. It's all yours now.
First of all, thank you very much, Sri Yoga Foundation, Mr. Sabnis, and thank you very much, Alka, for introducing me. And we will start the session now. I will be sharing the PowerPoint presentation. So, Shivaswarodaya, Swara means breath. So, in Shivaswarodaya, Swara means breath. So, Shvarodaya, science of sciences. Shivaswarodaya subject is science of sciences, because breath is important in our life. Without breath, we will not survive. So breath, conscious and mind is the subject, and it is the breath code which is related to Chandranadi, Suryanadi and Sushumna, means inhaling through left nostril, right nostril and to both the nostrils. The Swara means breath. The Swarodaya deals with breath, conscious and mind. The definition of Swarodaya is Lord Shiva reveals the secret of breath to Lord Parvati, wherein he mentions the relationships of universe within and universe outside, that is knowledge of Pind and Brahmanda related to materialistic things and that of spirituality with reference to operating nostrils. The left nostril, when we inhale through left nostril, it is called Chandranadi, and inhale through right nostril is called Suryanadi. And when both the nostrils are operating, then it is a Sushumna Nadi. The knowledge is revealed in 395 Sanskrit stanzas, which is very difficult to understand. So, Kavi Mukundaraj has written a book which is Pavan Vijay, which is of 332 shlokas. And truly speaking, there is no authorship to this. So, this knowledge is scattered over various Indian manuscripts, that is Gheranda Sahita, Ravan Sahita, Surya Sahita, Guru Charitra, Patanjali Yoga Darshan, etc. Now, if you see, the numerology is Kapil Muni, the Sankhya Darshan. There are Shat Darshan yogas in Hindu Sanskriti. So, out of that, Patanjali is yoga related to our health, and Kapil Muni numerology, Sankhya Shastra, is related to mathematics. So, the mathematics is the theory of yoga and practical is of Patanjali yoga. So these two darshan yogas means it is only the one. Even though there are 6 darshan yogas, they are treated as 3 only. So these are complementary to each other, numerology and Patanjali Yoga. Because you can see in mathematics, there are konas, say trikona or square like that. So in asana also we do trikonasana, halasana and all those asanas. So which is a practical application of Sankhya Shastra, Sankhya Darshan. We not only inhale oxygen from the air, we inhale along with that the pranic force. And this pranic force is most important, which moves around inside the body with different chakras, charging them and charging the bijas on the chakras and creating the functions related to the bijas. So this pranic force is most important, and you may be knowing that many people who are doing pranic healing or Seki Reiki, they are using this pranic force to do the distance healing of patient. So this is pranic force is used in these type of techniques. Muladhara chakra, that is there are Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddha and Ajna. These are the chakras inside our body. The bijas on the chakras perform specific functions. So like Muladhara chakra, there are four bijas, Vam, Sam, Sham and Sham, and the nerves from Sham and Sham goes to urinary tract, and that is why when mother pronounces like this sound for passing urine for small child, the urine is passed immediately. So just by pronouncing the bija, the function is taking place. So we can see the Muladhara chakra and the bijas will look like this. So this is a Muladhara chakra. Or ancient sages, while doing meditation, they could find out the shape of this, which is having four petals and four bijas on that, and they have established a Lord Ganesha on this chakra and red color. So many things they could find out. Upper portion you can see this. It is modern medical plexus also exactly looks like that with four petals, but there are no these type of bijas and all this. So modern medical science doesn't know the bijas and all. Our ancient sages, they were knowing, and so they were knowing the functions related to bijas. The modern medical science knows why two eyes. We can see three-dimensional picture. Why two nostrils? That they don't know the secret of that. Why two ears? They know we can hear stereophonic sound. But why two nostrils when the opening of these two is one inside? The metaphysics, that is occult science, consists of numerology, mantra shastra, vastu shastra, planet science, yuddha shastra, death science, and vyavahar and adhyatma, so on and so forth. There are 72,000 nadis near the navel. Out of that, 24 are important, 10 going upwards and 10 going downwards, and 2 on the right side and 2 on left side. These nadis word is different from the medical science, that is pulse nadi. So these upper portion 10 nadis which are moving, there are three important. That is what we are studying is today, that is related to Chandra nadi, Surya nadi and Sushumna. The meaning of these words are related to Ayurveda in the above sequence is to make empty. Any disease can be explained. First of all, any disease can be explained with the help of physics and mathematics only. Why only two parameters? Dr. Vijay Bhatkar and Bhavsar, who developed our Param computer, Dr. Bhavsar, he is my guru in this, and he developed this time, space and motion untrodden part related to health, and he believes that disease can be explained with two parameters, that is physics and mathematics. When our temperature goes below 96 and above 97.5 degree, we are sick. And mathematics means when you get the disease, when the body asymmetry takes place, a disease takes place. So in yoga, you have been taught meditation, and also you have been taught asanas. Asanas is to correct the body asymmetry, and meditation is for the physics, maintaining your body temperature. Because when we inhale through our left nostril, our hypothalamus gets activated, and hypothalamus controls the body temperature. There is a pituitary gland situated there, which is a pin gland which controls all the other glands, thyroid, parathyroid, pineal, kidney and all. So when you inhale through your left nostril, your hypothalamus gets activated, and which controls body temperature, which is related to physics controlling our body temperature between 96 and 97.5 degrees. When you inhale through your right nostril, your thalamus gets activated. So by doing pranayam, anulom, vilom, or different types of pranayam, you are activating both the lobes of your brain. So that is why pranayam is important. And by doing asanas, you are doing correction of your body asymmetry. It is not at all possible that each and every body is symmetrical. Basically, it is asymmetrical. But when it goes beyond the symmetry, then you attract disease. We will understand the time, space, and motion concept, that is physics part of Shivaswaroday. Since this is yoga session, I will be more highlighting on the yoga related. In the universe outside, there are four main dishas, that is east, west, north, and south. In the ancient Indian culture, the dishas have got specific names according to their effect on earth. East is called Rikta, and the west is called Purna, and south is called Dipta or Ghora, and the north is called Shanta. The meaning of these words are related to Ayurveda in the above sequence: is to make empty, to fill, to make it hot, and to make it calm. Front side of the body is called east, the back side is called west, left side is called north, and right side is called south. So if we take navel as the center and our body is divided as part above navel and part below navel, front side of our body, back side of our body, left side, right side, inside, outside. So these are asymmetrical. If there is an asymmetry in these portions, then we attract the disease. The theory and practice of Shivaswarodaya thus is related to physics, that is time, space, and motion, and untrodden path to health. The persons are in this theory, the persons are divided into basic groups. Medium and fat is one group, and the thin is another group. Medium and fat, they don't have that much of heat in the body, so they attract fat. But the thin people are having a tremendous heat in the body, so they are thin and not attracting the meda or the flesh. So this is what is related to the Ayurveda believes in hot and cold body, and accordingly the treatment. Obesity is due to overnutrition, and thus the thinness is due to undernutrition. They are thus opposite to each other and provide a clue and answer for pathogenesis, symptomatology, and also the treatment. Space, time, and motion are major concepts of physics. In this, there are different parameters how we can maintain the symmetry of the body, that is rotation, orientation, direction, sequence, time, space, and motion. These are the parameters of the time, space, and motion theory. And the forward bending pose causes warmth, while the backward bending poses reduces it a little. The concave portion is warm than the convex. It was realized that for the obese people, the forward bending poses are helpful as they cause bronchodilation to the induced heat. In thin person, backward bending is prescribed because it expands the chest and makes the breath deep. So in yoga, you have been taught some asanas which are forward bending and some asanas which are backward bending. So forward bending asanas is to be given to medium and fat. Also, next, if you see, the forward bending poses positively affect high blood pressure in the obese people, while the backward bending poses have positive impact on low blood pressure, that is in thin people. Dr. Bhavsar, my guru, developed this practice of integrated treatment of yoga and Ayurveda. So obese and fat people should walk. So he has devised walking exercises for medium and fat, and for thin, also the reverse exercises, reverse walk. The medium and fat people should walk clockwise into the ground with 20 feet diameter circle, and the thin people should walk anti-clockwise on the ground with 20 feet diameter circle. When you walk clockwise in 20 feet diameter circle, the medium and fat people, they attract heat because it is exactly reverse of that of our earth circulation, earth rotation. So that's why medium and fat, if they walk circular 20 feet diameter, they can reduce the fat and they can maintain their health. Whereas thin people having tremendous heat in the body, when they walk anti-clockwise, endothermic reaction takes place and the body heat is reduced and they put on weight. So this is what is circular walk for medium and fat and for the thin people related to maintaining their health and weight. At the same time, the fat people should walk facing west and move reverse towards east and taking round with right shoulder again going back to west. So west to east, east to west, west to east, like that 20 steps if you do reverse walk, medium and fat, that also increases heat in the body. And if you do this for 20 minutes, you will be having a very good exercise like walking 4 kilometers. So that much energy is required. At the same time, because of reverse walk, your backside gets so sensitive that you improve upon your health. So when you medium and fat, remember to face towards west, move towards east, reverse way, and take round again from right shoulder. So always remember medium and fat clockwise. So this clockwise is round shoulder. You have to go back to west and east. Thin people should do exactly reverse. They should face towards east and move towards west 20 steps and take round from the left shoulder and go back to again east. So again west. So east west like that. Thin people should face towards east and move towards west and take round from left shoulder and go back to east. So these are the reverse walk and clockwise walking exercises for medium and fat and for the thin people to maintain their health. Our food eating habits also should be related to operating nostrils to maintain the health. See, when you inhale through your left nostril, it is called Chandra Nadi, which is a electromagnetic and which is feminine characteristics, which rules on even numbers. And right nostril, when you inhale, it is electrochemical and it actually activates your hypothalamus and it increases the heat in the body. So left and right nostril have two different things, and right nostril is called Yamuna and it is electrochemical. When you Sushumna is operating, you are inhaling through both the nostrils, which is actually the breath code. So we are trying by doing anulom vilom or any type of pranayam to go into Keval Kumbhak. So there are different types, 8 types of Kumbhak in pranayama. So in yoga, so in that Keval Kumbhak is taking a long life by reducing your breath, doing Antar Kumbhak, Bahya Kumbhak, increasing the timing, doing pranayam, anulom vilom or whatever, and the Keval Kumbhak is the actual breath code which gives you longevity of your life. So that you should remember. When your right nostril is operating, you should eat solid food. And when your left nostril is operating, you should take juice or cold or a drink or a juice, because left nostril is Chandra Nadi, which is Sheetal. If your right nostril is operating, if you take food, not just because your lunchtime is there and you have your left nostril is operating, you should not eat food. You should eat only juice, because on left nostril it is electromagnetic and feminine characteristics related to Jala Tattva, and right nostril is related to Agni Tattva, which is related to digestion. So when you should eat, when only right nostril is operating, you should eat solid food. So the nadi during that when there is a daytime, you should operate your left nostril, because already there is sun power in the universe. When you operate your Chandra Nadi during daytime and operate your Surya Nadi during night time, you will also get longevity of your life. Body disturbances at any moment is to change your operating nostril. If you feel any time yet you are not feeling good, so that time you have to switch over your operating nostril. So I will teach you how to interpret the operating nostril. and how to change the operating nostril with our practice. Interpreting the tattvas and changing the tattvas is very subtle knowledge, and it requires a lot of practice. But interpreting nostril and changing the nostril is very easy to understand. So what you should do, if you hold a hand in front of your nose, you will not be able to find out which nostril is operating, because when we exhale through our nostril, the breath comes out with 5 different directions depending upon tattvas emerging inside your body. So that's why you should hold the base of the thumb, right hand to right nostril, inhale and exhale, left hand thumb, base of the thumb to left nostril, inhale and exhale, and you will come to know which nostril is operating. So this is how you should find out the operating nostril. In actual day-to-day life, we live this Shivaswaroday, but we don't know whether this is Shivaswaroday. We have been told to do Vamakukshi, means after food, you should lie down your left side. Why? Because when you lie down your left side, your right nostril starts operating and it gives a easy digestion. There are endocrine glands here in the armpit. So when you press the endocrine gland, the opposite nostril gets operated. Our ancient sages, they used to use a handrest, which is kubdi we used to call. They used to press this. If you press when your right nostril is operating, if you press right side armpit, the right nostril will switch over to left nostril in 5 minutes. So this is how you can switch over the operating nostril. While standing, if you press your left leg on the floor, your Chandranadi will switch over to Suryanadi. If you press your right leg more on the floor, your Suryanadi operating will switch over to Chandranadi. So this is while standing you can do. While sleeping, I have told you. While sitting, I have told you using armpit. So this way you can switch over your operating nostril and you can find out the work related to that, because there is a chart which work vyavhar you have to do on which nostril. All shubha karya, all good deeds, you have to do it on Chandranadi, that is left nostril operating, and all harsh things you should do using your right nostril, that is Suryanadi. So if you have a constipation, you should lie down on your left side for 20 minutes. Then take the food, because when you lie down left side, your right nostril will operate, which is Suryanadi. You eat food, again you lie down on your left side and operate right nostril, and food will be digested. The constipation will go in 15 to 20 days if you practice like this, just by operating nostril. To maintain body and mind healthy, one should follow the following things, that is ahar, vihar and vichar. At the same time, there are 4 other important things. Ahar means food you eat is most important. Vihar means your exercises, yoga, meditation and all those things. And vichar means positive thinking. And at the same time, there are 4 other important parameters: forgiveness, acceptance, gratitude and love. These are also most important things, and if you follow these 7 pillars, you will be approaching to holistic approach of your health. It will give you a healthy mind and healthy body. So this is what a secret of holistic approach. Now we will discuss the different diseases and use of Swara Yoga. Fever. When body temperature increases, one should switch over the operating nostril until the body comes back to normal. Usually, the right nostril becomes dominant in fever, but in fever, if fever is caused by catching cold, it can be a reverse. So, temperature increases both ways. A body is cool, but inside it is hot. Inside it is cool, but body feels hot. So the fever is of 2 types. So that's why left nostril and right nostril, the nostril which is operating, you have to switch over immediately using these techniques which I told you, and you will overcome the temperature. Indigestion. Chronic indigestion can be cured by cultivating a habit of eating only when right nostril is operating. Don't eat if your left nostril is operating just because it is lunchtime. You should not eat. You should take only juice. If you follow only this technique, you will never fall sick. So what we say is there is no such disease which can be cured, but still people are sick. So these are alternate medicine therapies, or you can say which will give you a good health. Adding lemon in a water, warm water, will also improve because the blood becomes alkaline. 95% diseases are gone. If the blood is acidic, you will attract many diseases. And taking lemon water makes your blood alkaline. So lemon water is most important for our alkaline blood. Another for patient indigestion is they should cultivate a habit of lying down on left side, that I already told. Now constipation also I have told. The formula is eat solid food when right nostril is operating and eat liquid when left is operating. Thereby you can maintain your excellent health. The stress created by hard work and physical labor can be cured by lying on right side and breathing through left nostril for 25 to 30 minutes, because left nostril is cooling. It is electromagnetic, which gives you calmness, and you will improve upon your stress, and your stress will be reduced. Now joint pain. For recurring pain in the joints, changing the nostril is always helpful. The following treatment is prescribed. Lie on the back for 5 minutes when there is a joint pain, after morning cleansing bowel movement, and then to the right side and breathe through the left nostril for 15 to 20 minutes, and follow this for 2 weeks for any joint pain. So this is another technique using breath. Now for neck pain, first change the operating nostril, then hold the shoulders with both the hands, and then move hands like this in a circular motion as if you are rowing a boat. Back pain, headache, etc., change the operating nostril. The secret is whenever you feel uneasy, you check your operating nostril and try to switch over, because immediately the electromagnetic action in the body will change to electrochemical and you will feel better. Or if you are operating a right nostril, Surya Nadi, and feeling uneasy, switch over it to left nostril. So electrochemical will change to electromagnetic and it will improve upon your disturbances. For asthma, when asthmatic symptoms are first noticed, the patient should determine the operating nostril and should change it until symptoms disappear. Following this remedy 1 month helps cure asthma permanently. There is a disclaimer, but you have to follow this. Meditation on the asthma is meditation on Anahat Chakra or heart center with silent repetition of bija should associated with the fourth chakra. The pronunciation is yam, which is beneficial. So for asthmatic patient, concentrating on Anahat Chakra using yam as a beach pronouncing will help upon the asthma. There are basically 4 parts of this technique. One, I have told you, interpret operating nostril, to change the operating nostril with our will, to interpret operating tattvas in nostril, and to change the tattvas with our will. This tattva related portion is very subtle, which is requires a lot of practice and all. I teach this subject, it requires 10 to 12 hours of time, and then there are different aspects of this which are related to this. For 1 hour I could share this. I will share you with one video also for walking exercises which you can follow, and it is, I will show you, I will share it 1 minute.
This edition of this program
Can you
is
see?
to explain to us about the
So you have to
benefit
switch
of a
the
simple
screen.
Okay,
exercise.
one minute.
It was practiced by camels from ancient.
Yeah, it was visible before, the one.
It was visible.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
okay,
visible.
okay.
This edition of this
Can you see?
program is to explain to us about the benefits
You have to
of a
share the other
simple
screen.
exercise.
We can't see. We can't.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. It is not playing.
It's practiced by Tamils from ancient times. The Tamil mystics, called the Siddhas, in their writings preserved in palm leaf documents, have encouraged the people to practice meditation, silent chanting of various mantras, or any other simple chant. This includes breathing exercise coupled with figure 8 walk. This is an exercise everyone can do in the morning and in the evening for about 30 minutes or more each time. While they are doing this exercise, they could do a simple chant. Those who have done this exercise have told us that their high blood pressure levels returned to normal. Blood sugar levels were returned to normal. Asthmatics found much relief, including those who suffer with arthritis. One has to start walking facing north at a steady pace, breathing gently, and walk in the shape of figure 8. One walks towards north and returns south, and this is repeated. If possible, meditation on a single syllable like Om. This is a good way to practice walking meditation. It is told that once you have done this for over 20 minutes, your brain gears up to the alpha ray. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. Do this exercise we would like to encourage you to do for 2 weeks, and please write your comments below. As for breathing exercise, inhale 8 times through your left nostrils and exhale. And then inhale 16 times through your right nostrils and exhale. But do not do the 8-16 exercise. That is the breathing exercise while you're walking. Just breathe normally while you are walking. You will experience great benefits from such simple exercise. Oh.
So, I have already told you about circular walk and reverse walk, and this is another type of walk when now you are not able to go outside your house during extreme climatic conditions. So that time inside the house you can have a 4 feet distance and you can walk in the form of 8. But while doing this exercise you can chant Om only, and he has told in this walking exercise that 8, 16 and 8 you should do when you are sitting position and doing meditation. it should not do inhaling 8 and or inhaling 16 times, 8 times from left nostril, 16 times from right nostril, and withholding and all these exercise not during this walk of figure 8. So this is what another type of walking exercise for maintaining your health. So this is what I could share it, and related to other things, it is around 10 to 12 hours, this thing. I am keeping the remaining time for any question answers related to your this today's topic. So if any questions, then you can ask me.
So you can stop the screen share.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's very helpful.
Okay.
So I have one question. The Bij mantras that you related to the chakras, generally, at least for, let's say, Muladhara chakra, Lam is the Bij mantra, but the letters associated are different. So I think the letters that you mentioned, are they Bij mantras, or are they, just the letters associated with the chakra?
Yeah, the each and every petal has got one bija. The bija mantras has got different specific function related to each bija, which I told sham and sham, the urinary tract gets activated. But there is a master key of each chakra. That is what lam, vam, yam, and ram. All these bijas, they are the master keys of the chakra to charge that entire chakra. It is only one bija. So like Anahat Chakra Yam, which has been mentioned in my PowerPoint presentation, related to Anahat Chakra, activates all the bijas on that chakra. So there are master keys and there are bijas which are, but it is very difficult to charge these bijas. If we go on chanting, our whole life also will be incomplete to activate all these. So that's why these master keys are given, and they are single bijas like yam, vam, lam, ram. So these bijas will activate those chakras and give you the benefit of that. So this is the difference between the bijas and master keys of those chakras.
I see. Okay. So thank you.
So this Shivaswaroday, Swara means breath, which is related to left and right nostril operating, and the secret of breathing related to the crux of this entire portion is when your right nostril is operating, which is Surya Nadi, which is related to heat, only you should take solid food. And where your left nostril is operating, which is related to liquid, you have to take only liquid. So if you maintain this particular thing related to food, you will improve upon your health. At the same time, during daytime, if you operate your left nostril whole day, and night time right nostril, you will keep a very good health, because in daytime there is always a sun power available, so moon power not available. So operate your left nostril. During night time, sun power is not available, moon power available, so operate your right nostril. This is the secret of operating nostril during day and night time. That also will keep a very good health. After taking food, always you should sleep on your left side, so that right nostril will operate and food will be digested. So if you follow breathing techniques related to this day-to-day life, then you will improve upon your health. Now I will tell you how to start your day in the bed itself using this breathing technique. While sleeping, when you wake up in the bed, you have to check your operating nostril. If it is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, your Chandra Nadi only should operate. Your left nostril only should operate while you wake up, when in the bed. And on Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, and Tuesday, your right nostril should operate. So in the bed itself, now tomorrow is Monday for you, suppose. Your left nostril only should operate when you get up. Get up means wake up, not get up. That time, just when you wake up, you check your operating nostril. If it is Chandranadi on Monday, then take the support of that hand, of left hand, and get up in the bed. Because the nostril which is operating, the entire universe pranic force is on that side, and the other side it is empty, so there is no pranic force in that side. So you have to take this entire universe energy, taking support of that operating nostril with that hand, and get up in the bed. And we see in Hindu Sanskriti, we see the hand and say Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamadde Saraswati Karamule tu Govinda Prabhate Karadarshanam. Then you should join the other hand and take this energy. When you come out of the bed, you should put your left leg only first on the floor and say Samudra Vasate Devi Parvatastana Mandale Padasparsham Karishyami Vishnu Patni Kshamaswame. This way you have to start your bed. So if you are doing this, and if the operating nostril is related to the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday Chandranadi, then that day you will not find any hurdles during your daytime activities. And during Saturday, Tuesday and Sunday, you should operate your right nostril. Now suppose tomorrow is Monday and your right nostril is operating. If it is not appropriate nostril, then I have taught you to switch over the nostril, sleeping on that side and getting it operated. But suppose if 5 minutes, 10 minutes also it doesn't operate, require nostril for the day, then we have to get up. But that time the nostril which is operating, you have to take the support of that hand and get up the bed, because then you have to leave it to prarabdha, because you cannot change it. So that day will be mixed experience day. You will find you have to prepare a chart of this, mentioning today my nostril was appropriate for the day, and how the day passed, how the activities took place. And today my operating nostril was not appropriate related to the day, then how day was. So this will help you to overcome the hurdles from morning itself. So don't have to now here people are having habit of seeing how the day will go, seeing the forecasting in the newspaper. That is not required. When you do this, you will come to know how your day will be in the bed itself. So when you go out during daytime, you should operate your left nostril, because I already told you daytime left nostril should operate, and go outside your house for any activity or any day work. Your left only should operate during daytime. While entering nighttime or going out for in the nighttime for any duty, your right only should operate. So if you follow this left, right, related to the work of operating nostril, you will have a confidence in your day-to-day life. So this improves upon your confidence and your work-related activity. Any other question?
Yeah, so Ashok Dada, if I think everybody must be wondering why those specific days we have to actually work on or we have to get up on certain nadis. Like there are specific 3 days, like Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, which impact those planets, and those are related to the Krura planets. That's the reason why those particular days we have to make sure that we are switching, or rather operating on the certain more of the calming nadis, and the other days that these are the peaceful planets which impact on astrologically on our thing. So if you can just emphasize more on those, please.
Yeah, the operating nostril, if it is Surya Nadi, Surya means harsh work, and these planets, Mars, Saturn and Sun, they are all harsh planets. So that's why they are related to your Surya Nadi. So those days you have to take that power of Sun to overcome that difficulty, and then you will get a very good success on that day. And Monday, that is Moon, then this Mercury, then Jupiter and Venus. These 4 planets are ruled by Chandranadi, and that's why astrologically the left nostril rules on these planets, which gives you more success when you operate and when you start your day with Chandranadi. So Chandranadi is ruling on even numbers and Suryanadi is ruling on odd numbers. So this is related to numerology. So in this, I have taught you today the physics part of it, but there is metaphysics which is related to Mantra Shastra, Yuddha Shastra, Vastu Shastra, Anka Shastra, Chaya Shastra, Mrityu Shastra, Hora Shastra. This metaphysics is not covered because your class is of yoga. So all these parts also cover. So it is totally 12 hours job or 12 hours portion to understand the breath code.
Yeah, and he's saying 12
So,
hours, but it's never 12 hours. It requires like months. We
yeah.
are still still in the learning process.
So
You just
for
take a little
example,
bit
if
further.
related to Mantra Shastra, if I have to tell you, if everybody sitting here, if I tell that while inhaling you speak, can anybody speak? No one can speak while inhaling. So that is what is the secret of Mantra Shastra. Lord Panini, when he worshipped Lord Shiva, he could listen 13 swaras and 33 vyanjanas from the Damru. And these 13 swaras are related to our vocal cord, and 33 vyanjanas are related to vertebral column, where there are 33 vertebrae, and he could listen the vyanjanas in the order, like when we utter hum, our first and last vertebrae only gets vibrated. And when we think of uttering ka, that already form in the form of nada near navel, which is paravani, gets converted into air, which is pashyanti on 29th vertebrae of our vertebral column. And when we add swara a, it is a madhyama, and when we exhale only we can speak ka. So para pashyanti madhyama vaikhari, these are the 4 steps for each word. And that's why in Hindu, this thing, Ramdas has said, Pudhe Vaikhari Ram Adi Vadava. So this Vaikhari means exhaling, only you can speak. Then what is that master key which operates all the 33 vertebrae and gives you the power? That is the universal sound, Om. It is the only word which goes outside inside and vibrates all the vertebrae and gives you the power. So Omkar chanting in a different way also cures many diseases. It is a different science. So this is the base of mantra. So and that's why in the universe, the script as per pronunciation is only in Sanskrit language. So Sanskrit is the only language where script is as per pronunciation. So only on 29th vertebrae core takes form, and no other vertebrae you will have. So those people who are stammering for particular word, that particular vertebrae is deformed. So this is what is the secret of Mantra Shastra. So these type of things, Mantra Shastra, Yuddha Shastra, Vastu Shastra, there are several parts which are covered in Shivaswaroday for 12 hours.
Sorry, there is a really good question which Anjali Tai has asked, and I'm sure
Yeah.
many of you have the same question in mind, that if we are using the Chandra Nadi on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then we are consuming only liquids or light, smooth foods. Please explain, and should we change it to the Surya Nadi? Very good question, because this is a common question gets asked.
No, when on Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, when our Chandra Nadi is operating, it is not that the whole day we should do that, because sometimes, see, a healthy person breathes through 12 hours Chandra Nadi and 12 hours Surya Nadi alternatively. If the sequence is changed from 1 hour to 1.5 hour for Chandra and 1 hour to 2 hours to Surya Nadi, our health is disturbed. So my informing is that when Chandranadi is operating, you should take only liquid, not just because lunchtime has taken place, so you should take lunch. If during lunchtime, if your Chandranadi operating, don't eat solid food. That's all, to keep the health. And if your Suryanadi is operating, only you can eat solid food. So this is what I wanted to reveal. Not that whole day you should do drink only juice. It is not related to that. It is related to after taking food, again your Chandranadi will start, because your Agni is actually subtle now. So then your Chandranadi will automatically start after food. You can check now. After this session, you can check after eating food, your Chandranadi will automatically start. And to make it change to Surya Nadi for digestion, you have to lie down on left side. So this is how you have to use functions related to Nadi.
Yeah, and I think Anjali Rai, what he was explaining about the particular days and particular nadi is specifically when you are waking up from your bed. And
Yeah.
that, as he explained, that it changes during the daytime depending upon what your activities are, and depending upon what your activities you are supposed to be doing, you have the capacity to change it accordingly.
Okay, thank you. That's what
So
I
if
want to know. if we have to change it to a Surya Nadi before we eat, or when we eat, the Surya Nadi should be active. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank
So
you.
while doing trekking, people are going for trekking. If they start their Surya Nadi and put the right leg first while doing trekking, they will complete the trek. If your Chandra Nadi is operating and if you put your left leg, you cannot complete the trek because Surya Nadi is energy, Surya Nadi is Josh. So while for trekking, you require a lot of energy. So you have to operate your Surya Nadi. So there are different functions related to different nadis, these two nadis. And the most secret code is related to operating Sushumna, means your Kundalini you are charging, and the universal power traversing the path from spinal cord to Sahasradhara will give you proper powerful meditation and a good health also. So that is the secret of breath code.
And we have a good example of that over here by our own Sabnis Kaka. He wakes up very early in the morning at Brahma Muhurta. I'm sure he is meditating also on that particular time, because that's a perfect time to get that few seconds of Sushumna inside you, just to
Yeah.
start. And it's one of the very unique experiences or other unique movements also.
Yeah, I told you 12 hours left nostril, 12 hours right nostril, but Sushumna operates only for 24 seconds, and that too in Brahma Muhurta only 12 seconds. So that's why people, those who want to do meditation and get benefit of it, should get up at Brahma Muhurta, which is just half an hour, 1 hour before sunrise. So that time you should get up and you should do meditation. It will be a excellent meditation because the universal.
I had two questions. One was at the temple, you always go in the clockwise direction round. Is it meant for obese people?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. When we go around the temple, which has been told us to take around the temple, is not just to get the energy of the idol for our aura, but it is for keeping your good health. That has been taught to go clockwise around the temple, 20 feet diameter, and you will get a very good health, increasing the heat in the body, reducing the fats.
So
And the
Vittal,
other question was, I'd heard that even without making any effort, the left nostril and right nostril, one is dominant for about 90 minutes and it changes over to the other nostril. Is that true?
The left nostril operates 1 hour. In a healthy person, the main important word is a healthy person operates 1 hour left nostril, 1 hour right nostril, and in each operating nostril, 5 tattvas are emerging. When the switchover takes place, only Akash tattva is there, and that's why during that time, no work is to be done, and if we have failure, like our Sushumna, there is a Sushumna of universe. What is that universe? Sushumna is early morning, that is sunrise, mid afternoon, evening time, and midnight. These are four Sushumna of universe. That's why if you can see, the Muslims, they do namaz during these 4 times, and in Hindu this thing we have been told to do this
Sandhya. Sandhya.
Sandhya. So during these Sushumna time of universe, no work will be successful. Vyavhar will be failure. So don't do any Vyavhar during this.
Vittal, actually, you have a question, right? It was
Yeah.
related
So
to.
what if, means I have observed sometime only one nostril and mostly sometime it is only Surya Nadi is active for like 3-4 hours and it's not switching. Then how to interpret that?
Yeah. So if the 3-4 hours, if your Surya Nadi is operating, it is increasing tremendous heat in your body.
Okay.
So you should, a simple technique you should do, you put a cotton plug in your right ear,
Okay.
because this is the master key of the changing of nadi, which I told you to put armpit, put this be wrist in the armpit of right nostril, then your right nostril will switch over to Chandra Nadi. If this you put on the left, Chandra Nadi operating will switch over to Surya Nadi. But these things are actually you have to do physical. Instead of that, if you can put a cotton plug in your right nostril, after some time left will operate. So you have to try to operate 1 hour Chandra Nadi and 1 hour Surya Nadi then you are healthy.
And
If you
why
are
is it happening? Why is it happening like that?
it is happening because your health is not good. That's why you are operating constantly 4 hours your right nostril, and you can find out the tremendous heat in your body. To keep it cool, you have to do anulom vilom pranayam, you have to do yoga and exercises which will actually improve upon the operating nostril.
And
Timing.
if left is active for a longer time, that
If
is
left is operative longer, see there are two types of cold. One is hot cold means and one is cold. So if your left nostril is operating continuously, you will catch cold. Your body will be too cool and सर्दी होणं हा जो प्रकार आहे तो चंद्रनाडीने होतो आणि सूर्यनाडीमुळे उष्णतेची सर्दी होते. So cold is of two types, like fever is of two types, inside, outside, inside. So everything is digestion, indigestion is like that. Everything, there are two aspects. So if left is operating more, you will attract more water in your body. And that will be a cold related issue. And if your right is operating, it will be a tremendous heat in your body. So it is related to another type of cold. That's
Okay.
why you should balance your left and right nostril timing properly so that you will be healthy.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Dada, can you please explain? This is the question by Jayashri Rajguru. If you can explain how to find which nadi is active and operating. There is a quick way of knowing. So, if you can just show that demo for a few seconds, please.
Yeah. So you have to hold your left nostril, this left palm to your left nostril. The base of the thumb should be near the nostril. Inhale and exhale. Right hand to right nostril. The base of the thumb should be near right nostril. Inhale and exhale. The forcefully when you observe the breath, that nostril is operating. You cannot hold the hand in front because I told you the breath coming out, depending upon tattvas in 5 different directions, you will not be able to make when you hold it in front. So you have to hold it left hand thumb to left nostril, right hand thumb to right nostril, that to the base of the thumb here. And you can interpret.
Yeah, and the one which is more forceful, that
Yeah,
nadi is
yeah.
basically active.
Yeah, that is the operating nostril, because sometimes there is a switchover. You will find the breath in both the nostrils. But though that which is forceful, that will be a actually operating nostril. It is taking switchover.
All right. Does anyone have any other questions? All right, perfect. So thank you again, Ashok Dada. Thanks a lot. And
Yeah.
we are glad to have you on the platform today. And hopefully we'll see you again in future. I'm sure many have many questions. I'll be sharing the contact of yours with everyone
Yeah.
on the Shri Yoga platform also.
Yeah.
And thank you again
Thank
for
you.
your time joining
Thank
so
you.
early in the morning from India, especially
Yeah.
Pune. So thank you again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very
Thank
much
you.
Thank you
for
very
attending.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.